tutorial, I want to speak about relationship banking. Highly, highly essential step when it comes to getting funding. Why is it important? Rather than just opening up a bank account and then immediately asking for money, you're taking the time to cultivate the relationship and build up trust. And then you're actually funneling monies through the bank, which what they love because they're benefiting from you before you start benefiting from them, right? So I'm assuming the prerequisite for this training and tutorial is as such. Okay, make sure you have a business credit profile that it is powerful. Your EIN, your Secretary of State filing, as well as your operating address. Business records match across the board. Highly important. I also want to speak about your DTI. That is your debt to income ratio. We want a healthy debt to income ratio and we want a healthy credit utilization. I will explain both. DTI, debt to income ratio, is calculated by dividing your monthly expenses, everything that's due monthly that's reflected on your personal credit profile, divided by your gross monthly income. It will then spit out a percentage. That percentage is your DTI, debt to income ratio percentage. We in banks like to see that below 36%. All right, so get it there. So if you're confused and you're wondering why you're being denied, simple things like that, that is why. Your credit card utilization is your credit, the debt that's owed on each credit card, not combined, each credit card. So if you have 4 credit cards and one credit card has a 90% utilization, which I'll give you the formula to that in a sec, that will lower your personal credit profile and it will diminish your credit worthiness. Okay? I run across too many people who are confused to why they're being denied because they're looking at the credit score. Well, I have a 750. What's going on? Well, your credit debt is high. Your credit utilization is high. Your DTI is high. You look desperate and you look like you are about to get in, or you're over leveraging with debt. That is that indication. It just came to me. So when it appears by a bank that you're over leveraging with debt, this is why these formulas are in place, because you can have a healthy credit profile or a healthy, nice credit score, right? But there's indicators in that with the credit and debt that you're already extended. It appears that now you're trying to get more money from us, but the debt you already have, it appears that you're starting to over leverage with credit. All right. So what is the formula for your credit card utilization? I like giving definitions because I don't want you to be confused. I want you to learn and understand. That's why I'm here. And that's why I come here Funding Fridays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I stream live on all platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Type your questions, like, follow, subscribe. Tap in with me, okay? So your credit card utilization formula is the debt owed on that credit card divided by the credit card limit, okay? So that percentage that's spit out, when you spit that percentage out, we want that before you go ask a bank for money to be below 10%. I know a lot of you think that it's 30%. Yes, but again, it's the closer you are to that 30%, the more and the more the bank looks and they feel like you're starting to over leverage with debt. So that will determine the amount they approve you for, because they're like, hey, this person is already at 30% credit utilization. You know, we can give them, 25,000, but you know what? Let's give them 12. It's how it works. Okay. Now, once you got all of those things in order, your personal credit profile is optimized. All business records match across the board, which is your operating address, your Secretary of State filing, your Duns and Bradstreet profile, as well as your EIN records. All that information must match across the board. Now, let's focus on a bank that we have started to build a relationship with. We want to participate in as many products and services that they offer. So just don't get a checking account. Get a checking account, a savings account, money market account, merchant account, whatever you need. Don't get things you don't need. So if you already have several merchant accounts, don't get one, but at least get 3 to 4 products. So target that bank or not targeted, I don't want to use that word, but take a look at the bank that you're opening your business credit profile with, or your business banking account, right? Get a checking, get a savings, get direct deposit, get a money market account, right? Or, a merchant account. That's 4 products. Once you do that, only for those who can do that, I'm just giving you the information. Maintain a $10,000 balance in that checking account consistently, you will go to the A rating. They will start calling you. Hey, do you need anything? We got a new promotion going on. Because it scares me when they call me. Sometimes I'm like, why y'all calling me? What's going on? And they be like, no, we just want to make sure everything is all right. Why? Because you are a high value customer. They're using your money to lend out and make more money. So they like it when you got at least $10,000 in there. They love you, actually. And there's so many of you that have banks that you've been with for years and thousands and hundreds of thousands. I know people with millions of dollars going through these banks, and you don't know how to get funding from them. Hopefully this training will help you, okay? So maintain that $10,000 plus balance in there consistently, right? You also want to make sure that when you're speaking with them, everything is in order. You understand your business. You understand how you're getting funding for your business, right? So how could I say this? So a lot of people, when you go into the bank, they're asking you a lot of questions. Be prepared. I know you hear, oh, just no not documentation. You could just go in and get no documentation funding. The answer to that is yes, but this is also true. You better be able to speak about your stated income very vividly. What is your stated income? Okay, you want this $25,000 credit card. You have built a relationship with us. You have cash flowing through here. Now you're asking for money. Okay, what does your business do? I see you got yourself as a consultant. What type of consultant are you? Who do you consult? What industry do you consult? How much do you charge for your services? Is this services that you provide that you get paid immediately, or do you provide the service and get paid afterwards? You do not go into that bank stuttering and being confused, all right? Don't do it. If you do that, they're going to feel funny too. Because if you're stating that you bring in $150,000 or $200,000 into your business, how are you now? Divide that by 12. You have people who go in and put these big numbers in there, and then they're confused about their monthly income, because they will ask you, what is your annual income? What is your monthly income? What does that equate to? Okay. So guys, I hope this was information you could use. Let's just do a quick recap. Before asking a bank for money, be of the mind of building a relationship with them. This could be the difference of being approved for a $5,000 credit card and a $25,000 0% interest business credit card is what I'm talking about right now. Okay. How do you do that? You participate in at least 3 to 4 of their products. The more, the better. You put as much money as you possibly can in there and maintain that balance over time. Cash flowing, okay? The magic number is $10,000 plus. When you get to that level, your internal banking rating goes up. You're rated from like a 1 to 5. So you're someone that only brings in $1,000, and that's what your average daily balance is with the bank. You're probably rated at a 2 or 3, okay? But if you're at that 10, you're going to hit that 5. And if you have a checking, savings, and another product, they're going to love you. All right? prior to doing this, or prior